Good time of day to all of you, my friends here on the Internet Chess Club. This is Grandmaster Alex Yermolinsky, and today I'm in charge of Game of the Day from a very exciting round 7 of the London Classic tournament, the last leg of a Grand Chess Tour. And, well, you can hear my voice is rough, but that was a long broadcast that I did with Christoph Zelecki, 7 hours. Oh man, we stayed there all the way through to see the exciting conclusion of the premier game of the round, matchup between Magnus Carlsen and Hikaru Nakmura. And unfortunately for fans of the American Grandmaster, the result is the same. Now 12 win for Carlsen with some draws. Well, it was a very exciting endgame, but I think that if I started going over that game as 75 something moves, that would be too much. Instead, I selected a different game. Very good game played today. Great win by still young French Grandmaster Maxime Vachier-Lagrave, affectionately known as MVL, versus former world champion, great one and only Anand. Alright, attention to the chessboard now. Anand is white. As this tournament went or has been going, obviously it's not completed yet, the two of the oldest players in the tournament, Veselin, Topalov and Anand, are having a real hard time. The third veteran, Adams, he's somehow holding his own, but not a lot of is expected from Mickey. He is just a local player, local entrant in the tournament, and he just wants to avoid losses, and so far all 7 draws. But for Topalov and Anand, it's just a difficult tournament. Until the last moment, the last moves of the Carlsen-Nakmura game, the story of the tournament was losses by Topalov and Anand, because no one else had a loss until Nakmura resigned the game. It's amazing, right? I mean, out of 10 players, there are only 2 who are vulnerable, and everyone else was very tough. Yeah, I mean, Anand had his moment in this tournament, but of course it came at the expense of Topalov. He beat him, and it was, I think, in round 5. Just before the break. But then in round 6, Anand lost a tough game, a long game against Grischuk, a game that was marked by Anand's indecisiveness in the early middle game and his failure to execute the active logical plan with the attack on the king's side, and rather allowed the position drift into a worse endgame, and then came close to saving it, but then made one really strange mistake in the rook endgame and went down. Clearly something is wrong in the Indian kingdom. And what about today? Anand opens with e4. The beginning of the broadcast, I expressed my opinion that, well, MVL, of course, plays what he always plays, the Najdorf. But Anand's best results lately, best games, have been in the Najdorf or against the Najdorf. So it's still the opening of his youth, something that he always played, and introduced many new concepts into this. And was it a wise choice? Well, that's the plight of an older player, is indecisiveness and always questioning yourself, and it's somehow more experience you have. It's actually sort of negative, because you remember a lot of losses and bad games, and you remember them better than good games. And in this, I mean, Anand had a lot of success with